Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you guys all safe and you all doing great. 오늘은 내가 옷도 조금 이렇게 좀 나이스하게 입어보고 또 특별히 이렇게 마이크도 또 이렇게 새로 달고 와봤는데 보이나? 마이크도 이렇게 새로 달고 와봤는데 Before I try more of something else's, I hope these restrictions will ease and we can see each other like before. 그래서 또 그때까지 계속해서 기도해주고 또 함께 말씀 보면서 같이 하나님과 더욱더 가까워지는 시간으로 잘 이용했으면 좋겠어. 자, 오늘의 말씀 한번 같이 읽어봅시다. It's Numbers chapter 13, verse 30 to 31. 민수기 13장 30절부터 31절까지 말씀입니다. 우리 같이 한 목소리로 읽어보겠습니다. 시작. Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men who went up with him said, We aren't able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. Amen. Okay, we just read short verses, right? For your better understanding, I'll tell you some background, right? For a long time ago, the time even before the nation Israel established on the land Canaan, the tribe of Israel used to live as a slave of Egypt. And then God raised Moses among them to lead people out of slavery from Egypt. Well, a lot of things happened on the process. The king of Egypt, Pharaoh, tried to keep them as a slave of Egyptians. So God has shown who the real king is to that Pharaoh and taken a submission from Pharaoh as well. After then, God told the Israelites to get into the land of Canaan. But when Israelites arrived in front of that land, already a lot of tribes has made a nation. So Israelites made a plan, pick out 12 peoples among them to get into the land of Canaan as a spy for 40 days. Then after those 40 days, spies came back to people of Israel, and then they started to report, which we have read right before. So all the spies reports like we can't win. They are just huge, right? Well, I know this kind of feeling. Like a few years ago, when I was preparing the conference, we have rented a local church to use, right? And we had to move some huge table on the middle. There were 6 men of us, but we were like 3, 2, 1, lift, then move for an inch, and then stop. We did it like 3 times, right? 들자마자 stop. Like it was the heaviest thing for the past days. 다 전도사님 같이 마른 사람만 있던 거 아니에요? 아니야, 진짜 다들 운동도 많이 하고 지웅쌤만한 사람들도 둘 있고 막 그랬어. Well, maybe I lifted like a half a person, but still, that table was just hilarious. Right? 한참 그러고 있는데 2 Salmon people who are the members of the church was like, may I help you up? Then just these 2 people lifted up the table, moved away this table clearly out of the place, and they just faced like, yeah, no, nice workout. I was like, well, God has created something else. 전에는 그런 느낌 받아본 적이 거의 없었는데 와, 그날은 진짜 이게 같은 사람이 맞나? 라는 생각이 들더라고. So I kind of understand that they have felt some different kind of being from whom they against. But only one person named Caleb was different. Only he said that we can beat them all. God has promised us for that land. So Caleb believed what God has promised upon them, which is let them in. God will let them in to that land of Canaan. Well, all others also knew, they already knew that God's promise like Caleb. 다른 이스라엘 사람들 모두 다 하나님께서 그들을 그 땅에서 새로운 나라를 만들게 하신다는 그 약속을 알고 있었어. Still, their outcome is different, isn't it? They all have experienced same happenings so far, and they all have known same God. But the rest of people and Caleb shows different reaction and different faith. Times later, as Caleb said and believed, they easily overcame those land and established the nation Israel, which is here today, right? Whose faith will you say is of true faith? Well, obviously, right? Caleb's faith. Everyone believed the same God. Everyone has passed same times and happenings, but only Caleb's faith was not like anyone else. He had true faith in God. And for the rest of people, like, who are gonna say they are different from the people who do not believe in God? They felt same fear, they thought same give up, they spoke same complaint that any other people can do. They just knew who God is, but they didn't believe and do not having faith in God. 우리도 똑같아. We all have come to church. We all listened the same words. We spent same times, same COVID, same lockdown, whatever else is, right? But we still live same as the people who does not believe in God. 아니에요. 제 친구들 다 제가 교회 다니는 거 알아요. Well, your friends might know you are Christian, but do they feel you are Christian? It's quite different, you know. Well, they may say, wow, you go to church every Sunday. Wow. I know it's already a big difference. But in life-wise, in the way how you live towards school, towards your part-time job, and in the way how you talk, how you think, how you spend your time, would they really feel that you live as Christian? It doesn't mean you have to do everything against from others. But if you are Christ believer, are you really live and do like Christ believer? We may do the same things. We may see same YouTube channels, and we may see same dramas or play same games. It's totally fine. But the problem is, you should have something different in your life. And why are we still living so same as others? You know what makes Caleb's faith so different from others? Caleb's faith makes him challenge himself. 생각해봐. Caleb도 분명히 다 봤을 거야. 저기 땅에 있는 사람들은 몸도 겁나 크고 덩치도 무슨 다 AFL players 같아. It's an actual fact that they look like just a different kind of being from them. They are just huge, right? Of course, Caleb also knew that. But he didn't pull back himself. Instead, he says, we can go through. God is on our back. When everyone pulls back, Caleb challenged himself. True faith, let us challenge, not pull us back. Look at your past 1 week, past month, past years. 사실 솔직히 멀리 생각할 필요도 없어. How have you spent your last Sunday and last week during this lockdown? Have you read the Bible? Have you prayed? Have you worshipped God? Or you just same as other people? Believing God isn't easy, I know. But without challenging yourself, how you can say that you are Christ follower and the one who pursues God's nation and His work and believe God is doing great? Without an effort, our faith cannot grow forever. Well, it works same in all things. Like, without an effort, your study wouldn't be better. Without an effort, your essays never get a good mark. without an effort, you can't be better in anything, right? If so, without putting an effort, how will you experience God who is great, and how will you grow up your faith? I had a friend who gets a high grade in exams. So he was like top 10% in the whole students in Korea. 근데 이상해. 얘는 매일 나랑 같이 놀아. 학교 끝나고 같이 막 농구도 2-3시간씩 할 때도 있고, 뭐 영화를 보러 갈 때도 있고, 뭐 수업 시간에 잠도 자. 학원도 몇 개 안 다녀. But his score was so high. You know why? Because he studies a lot when he gets back to home. As much as he comes late at home, he studies more. And he manages his time schedule really well by submit himself and keeps challenging himself. We don't even challenge to grow up our faith and keep saying how God is real. How do I know He is on my back? And keep making a doubt. 하나님을 알려고 하는 것이 없는데 어떻게 우리가 하나님에 대해 말을 하고 하나님을 믿는다고 할 수 있겠어? 근데 하나님은 말도 없어요. 진짜? 그만큼 성경을 읽고 기도하고 지난 시간 동안 나의 믿음을 위해서 노력했니? 하나님이 저와 함께 하는지 잘 모르겠어요. Have you really challenged yourself to feel how He works upon you? If you say, I feel God so unreal, I don't really know God is with me. Without doing nothing, it's just nonsense. Come on, keep challenging yourself and make your life runs different from others. Put yourself in front of the Bible. Keep your hands together to pray. Keep your effort to know and feel God. I hope you are different, and I believe you can grow your faith better. I can't understand what Bible says. Please ask me. Don't pull back yourself. Well, God gave us the 5th lockdown, the 5th chance to challenge yourself to grow up your faith, right? Please use it for your faith, and we'll see how your life is getting changed through the time, and we'll see who will experience how God works in his lifetime, like Caleb. 우리 함께 기도하겠습니다. 하나님 아버지 감사합니다. For let us know that the real faith grows in such challenge that I make to myself. We have been stopped to give an effort to know you and feel your touch so long and so often. Like Caleb's faith drives him to challenge, I also want to keep my faith challenged in my daily life. 성경도 읽지 않으면서 하나님은 말도 없다고 말하고 기도도 하지 않으면서 하나님이 나와 함께하지 않는다고 이야기했던 나의 믿음 없음을 용서하여 주시고 계속해서 내가 믿음을 키워나갈 수 있도록 나를 도와주시옵소서. Keep my faith move and keep myself challenged to know you so I can experience how great you are like Caleb experienced. 감사드리며 예수님의 이름으로 기도드립니다. 아멘. 자, 이제 끝나고는 우리 각 반별로 나누어져서 또 오랜만에 그동안 어떻게 잘 지냈는지 같이 이야기하고 또 같이 기도 제목도 있으면 나누고 또 뭐 어려운 거 힘든 거 혹은 뭐 이런 일 있었다 저런 일 있었다 같이 이야기 나누면서 또 오늘 말씀에 대해서도 나누면서 우리 함께 나눔 가지도록 하겠습니다. 그럼 우리는 제발 다음에도 같이 만나길 원해요. 다음에는 꼭 같이 만날 수 있으면 좋겠습니다. 그러면 같이 우리 그걸 위해서도 또 더 기도해 주길 바래요. 그럼 우리는 다음에 또 만납시다.